Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tartil Residential has been happening since 2006. It's a Quran retreat where there's so much benefit in terms of discovering oneself, in terms of praying with the Jamaat, in terms of building the ukhuwa, the brotherhood and sisterhood, and something everyone can take away, the family, children, teenagers, adults, men and women. So what is so unique about Tartil retreat? The uniqueness is that we spend 5 days together as Muslims who are living in the West. Life is so busy, too much going on, and yet with the busyness, with so much materialism, we are finding there is something within us that's telling us that we are not happy. We are finding always feeling disappointed, always feeling down. We feel happiness, yet we straight away feel the downness. So what we do in the Tartil retreat, we focus on the Quran, because the Quran is ultimately our key to happiness. So 5 days we spend on reading the Quran, understanding the Quran, as well as spending time with each other. Who is this Tartil Residential for? It's actually for everyone. Something all of us can take away and benefit. In fact, what we have found that the teenagers have often come to the residential thinking that, it's going to be 5 days of us reading Quran. We've had enough of that. But when they come, actually they get a surprise, because it's totally different. It's not preaching, it's not forcing people to do something, but it's a natural 5 days process where one gets to spend time with the scholars, reflect, pray the 5 daily prayers, and most importantly, we collectively do the nightly prayers where we get to reflect and cry together in our salah. So when the teenagers really come, we find that they have benefited so much. When we've had children as young as 3-4-year-olds, we've seen the way they have bonded with each other, the freedom they got in being in an environment where it's not restrictive, because city life and in general life is very restrictive, confined in a space, whereas together in an environment where they're being loved and looked after and they can play together freely. We've seen children not wanting to go home. We've seen the changes in adults, especially mothers, with so much responsibilities. It's very hard often to focus. And I also find that it's very beneficial for me as a teacher, as someone with responsibilities. I find that it's always been Iman boost. It's always been a retreat that helps me to focus on myself. And our teachers, they also benefit, because often our teachers, especially the female teachers, have said that it's very hard for them to at home focus on their salah themselves, and this is where they find that they really can truly do that, because the children are not with us. Everyone has something that they are doing, which is why one can really focus oneself instead of having to think about others, especially when you have responsibilities. We've had brothers come into the retreat and were overwhelmed and surprised, purely because it's not an environment where it's preaching. It's totally environment where the approach is from the Quran as well as the Sunnah, that we can change one step at a time, and every single one of us can take something away that we can benefit. This year, the Quran retreat is going to be unique, purely because Ramadan is straight after the Tartil retreat. So this is going to help us to be prepared for Ramadan even more through the prayers, the collective reading, and being in the environment of the Quran. It really gives you positive energy, a positive boost to be able to do good work, good deeds. So certainly a plus point before Ramadan, and in general it will help us to reconnect, because Quran is a shifa, cure for the heart, the mind, the soul, and it will also help us to build our relationship with others. So may Allah give us the tawfiq to join us in this retreat, and we look forward to seeing the whole family, toddlers to primary to teenagers to our sisters and also our brothers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.